Welcome to the Weyerhaeuser Longview Sort Yard. In this video, we will demonstrate the basic safety rules of the yard, which are designed to keep you out of harm's way as you deliver to our site. Let's start with some basic safety rules. First, no one under the age of 18 is allowed in the yard. The yard is a busy place and not appropriate for children. Secondly, no cell phones. Cell phones, even those equipped with hands-free devices, are forbidden in the yard. Thirdly, seat belts are required at all times. You must wear your seatbelt anytime the wheels of your truck are moving. Simply snap it on when you get in your vehicle and take it off when you exit. The fourth important rule is to observe the yard's speed limit of 10 miles per hour. With all the activity going on in the yard, speeding is not tolerated. Yard equipment has the right of way, so be sure to look carefully for stackers and other vehicles before proceeding at crossings. Finally, never walk near an unsecured load. We'll discuss this in more detail later in the video. Now, about what you should wear. When you're in the yard, you need to wear your personal protection equipment, or PPE, at all times. Your PPE must include a hard hat, a high visibility vest, long pants, boots with ankle support, and a sleeved shirt. When you are near the wrapper racks and trailer loaders, you will also need safety glasses. In case of an emergency during your visit, you will be contacted via CB radio or in person, and directed to the nearest emergency response shelter. Shelters are identified by their big orange signs, and all include an emergency response kit. While at truck dispatch, remain in your truck until you get to the dispatch shack. When you exit or enter your cab, always use 3 points of contact. The dispatcher may hand you a colored card that you will need to staple to the side of your load. These cards are important and ensure that your load quickly reaches the right location. If your load is going to be scaled, you will be given a scale ticket by the dispatcher. The ticket goes on the front of the load, stapled to the end of a log. It is important that you staple the ticket cleanly and away from areas of the log that have pitch, because the scalers need to handle your ticket safely and be able to reach it easily. After you visit dispatch, there are several route options, and we want to make sure you end up at the right spot. If your destination is the sawmill, head straight out from dispatch, take a left at the gate, and then the first right along the gravel road that leads to the mill. If you are heading to the ramp to be truck scaled, pull into the ramp after reaching the gravel road. If you end up at the wrong spot to be truck scaled, do not back up. Pull forward and loop back around. If you have any questions, ask one of the scale operators for help. Upon reaching the mill, if you need to contact a stacker for anything such as concerns over your load, you can reach them on CB radio channel 40. Trucks heading to the export yard will take an immediate left turn after leaving dispatch. At this point, you have 3 different routes you can take. The dispatcher will tell you where to go. If you are unfamiliar with your route, be sure to let dispatch know, and an escort will be provided to direct you. Remember, yard equipment and vehicles have the right of way. Be sure to look both ways at all crossings. At the wrapper rack, you need to wear safety glasses. Once you arrive, pull up square to the rack and set your brakes. Extend the rack until it touches your load or breaks the plane of the stakes. Once the rack is safely extended, go ahead and pull your wrappers. Remember, drivers must pull their own wrappers. You should not have another driver or trainee do it for you. After your wrappers are pulled, stay clear of your load. Never walk under, around, or near an unsecured load. If your load has shifted or become unsafe, notify the stacker operator on CB channel 5 before pulling your wrappers. The stacker will assist you by holding the load while you pull away the wrappers. If you are driving a mule train or a truck and pup, use the wrapper rack to pull the wrappers on your truck. Pull forward, and a stacker will unload your truck, Then come back to hold the load on your trailer while you pull those wrappers. After the wrappers are pulled, drive forward and come to a stop to get unloaded. Exit your vehicle and stand 20 feet in front of it, in clear view of the stacker operator. This applies to trainees, drivers, and passengers who may be in your cab as well. The stacker will then proceed to unload your truck. Once the load has safely cleared the truck, you may return to your truck and head up to the trailer loaders. Remember to always use 3 points of contact when getting in and out of your truck. If you have any questions during this process, please ask the operators on Channel 5. Next, you will proceed to the trailer loader area. Again, safety glasses are required. The loaders are operated with a simple up-down switch and have a protected area for you to stand in while your trailer is being raised and lowered. Drivers must load their own trailer. You should not have another driver or trainee do it for you. The same rule applies to pulling wrappers. Under no circumstances should you get under a suspended trailer. This concludes our basic safety overview for driving a log truck in the Weyerhaeuser Longview Sort Yard. Safety is our #1 priority, and it starts with you. Never take shortcuts or cut corners. The time you think you'll save is never worth compromising your safety. Have a safe trip!